The crew. For people who shouldn't be in the same place. The coastal containment crew wasn't recruited. It formed by accident, or by something that works like an accident when you look at it from the inside, and like an inevitability when you look at it from the outside. Julián Morán is the archivist, the one who found Bagabot's folders rotting in the basement of a Mar del Plata library and, instead of ignoring them, stole them. His job isn't to close cases, it's to document them. In the Hunters B-Files universe, what isn't written down didn't happen. Morán knows that better than anyone, which makes him both the most indispensable and the most vulnerable member of the team. Frank Miller is from Nebraska. He was 24 in 2004 when he opened the first documented artificial vortex in a silo buried 40 meters under the asphalt. 2 engineers died. Frank survived with a shard of something embedded in his sternum and the blueprints for what he'd built. He followed the signal to Mar del Plata and moved into the Hotel Alfer that same December. He's been in that city for over 20 years. He drives the Stallion, an armored transit van with lead plating and a Faraday cage, and no one else drives it. Fela is 13 when men break into her father's house in Moscow in January of the year 2000. What happened that night? She pieced together later, with years and with information she shouldn't have. In 2010, she deserts the service that recruited her, without drama, simply stopping all contact. In 2019, she arrives in Mar del Plata. She's the operations lead. She doesn't like the title. She accepts it because someone has to hold it. Miguel never talks about his family. He talked about it once, the one morning Frank and Fela weren't around. What he said is that in 2016, in Mexico City, discarded material that shouldn't exist arrived at the wrong building. The gray men purged the records. Miguel hacked his own enrollment records and fled south. Now he lives in Mar del Plata, maps anomalies with his own diagrams, and understands the breach from an engineering perspective none of the others have. For people from 4 different places, none of them plan to end up in Mar del Plata. None of them has a clear reason to stay. And yet they've spent years sealing cracks in a city most people only visit in summer. There's a literary tradition of the group of misfits that becomes a functioning unit. The losers in Stephen King's It, the platoon in Tim O'Brien's The Things They Carried, the crew in Tarkovsky's Stalker. What holds those groups together isn't that they get along, sometimes they don't, but that each one carries something the group needs and can't get any other way. The Hunter's crew works the same way. Frank has the strength and the gear. Fela has the tactical experience. Miguel has the technical understanding. Morán has the one thing none of the others can do. Write down what happened. Document it. Insist that it existed. What each of them carries before arriving in Mar del Plata is what the universe amplifies. The breach doesn't create trauma, it finds it. This is only the beginning of the chain. Each volume is going to move a little closer to one of them. I'm Damian Furfuro. Thanks for listening.